be the eye candy of the show. Don't move. Don't move. Just kidding. What's going on, everybody? Looks like you just got me tonight. You're welcome.
Highest rated show ever.
Just kidding. I got some company tonight.
Highest rated show ever. I got some good news and some bad news.
Good news, bad news?
The bad news, these are our last two beers.
It's okay.
The good news, I found a quarter of a fifth of bourbon.
Yeah.
That would make it a 10th, I think.
We got makers. It's all right.
Yeah, we'll be fine.
Cannonball. Cannonball, come on. Get your pole. Give me a pole off that.
Ooh, I like it when it's room temperature like that. It's delicious.
Oh, it's the best.
We'll leave that there. All right. If you're tuning in, we greatly appreciate you tuning in tonight.
Yes, thank you.
Allergies, man.
Oh, they're bad right now, right?
Yeah. So it's just me and Puddin tonight.
Yeah.
Kimmy, she went to a hockey game. And even in there, it's just Kevin. So we're just going to have fun tonight.
Hell yeah. We're going to talk about everything.
Everything. All right. You ready to get started?
Yeah. Well, what do we got tonight? What do we got going on tonight?
A little of this, a little of that.
A little of that. You got some good stories for us?
Yeah. Do we have anybody watching?
3.
Oh, thank you.
3.
One more.
Yeah.
Ride or dies.
3 ride or dies.
All right. Here we go. 3, 2. Welcome to the After Two Beers podcast. I'm Dutch Dalton, joined by Michael Summers.
What's going on?
Man, we are just living in downtown Richmond and enjoying this. I love spring weather.
Oh, I do too.
I really do.
I love the storms.
I was doing some scouting about where tornadic activity has increased over the last few years, and I sent it to you guys.
Yeah.
And I've also identified the time of the year,
Yep.
which late May. I honestly want to go spend a couple days in Memphis, Tennessee, and you're about 100 mile
Right around
circle
there. From all the major storms.
from major shit. And I know I'm not trying to make light of it, but I am just fascinated by weather.
Oh, yeah.
And it's here we are. It's early April, and
we're
it's
guys. That's what we do. Stand on that
love
front
weather.
porch.
Right. Drink
Yep, it's
beer.
going to rain soon. I can feel it.
I smell it. You smell that rain coming?
You smell that rain coming?
I love it, man.
Absolutely.
I appreciate you guys, like I said, joining in. It's just the two of us, so I haven't actually done one of these shows without Kimmy. Probably in 5 years or so.
Wow, yeah, I was going to say it's been a minute.
It's been a minute, yeah. I actually, when we first started these things way back in 2018, I even did a couple of these by myself.
Wow, I didn't
Yeah,
realize
man,
that.
we went through so many different versions of the show. We used to do interviews. So anyway, we are what we are right now. So tonight might be a little different, a little unique. We have the stories that we don't commonly see on the nightly news. We've got those for you just to let you know what's going on in the world.
Because if you don't know, then you don't know. And
You don't know.
I don't want you to hear it from somebody else that might get it wrong.
Right?
We're going to make fun of it.
Yeah, that's what our goal is here. Have you been... I'm going to get into all the thank yous and shit real quick.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? For the audio part, let me start all that over. But leave the video going. You ready?
Yep.
All right, you the man, buddy.
He is.
All right, here we go. 3, 2. Welcome to the After Two Beers podcast. I'm Dutch Dalton, joined as always by Michael Summers.
What's going on?
And an empty-ass seat.
Thanks.
It didn't dawn on me until last night that I'm like, we probably should have asked about a dozen different people that have asked to be on the show.
Right.
If you want to sit in with us.
Host. That would have been awesome.
Yeah.
Man.
And, I got to play in PlayStation.
We got to drinking.
Oh, my God. One thing led to another, and I didn't ask anybody. So here we are tonight sitting by ourselves.
Yeah.
Miss Kimmy went to a NHL game tonight with Ponder. And so she's going to be having a good time.
Oh, yeah.
And hope they have a good time, safe travels and all that kind of stuff. But here we are back in Circle E. That's across the street. Global Media Enterprises, E Studio, our buddy Kevin Shook, who's actually putting together a transport vehicle to be able to do remote versions of these.
Oh, that'd be great.
Yeah, the guy continues to progress.
Everywhere.
Well, not just us, but like,
Everything.
he does multiple shows out of here now, but you could also go live for events, which would make it very, very unique, especially in a small community like this. To be able to go live, it could be scary, right?
But it could be scary. I was just laughing because
Yeah.
people think it's bigger than it is.
Yeah, that's the thing. We could, you know what? We should have a conversation about that here in a second too.
We'll talk about
We're going to go off the rails tonight. We're just going to talk about shit we want to talk about. I want to talk about tariffs. I really do.
Well, Kimmy's not here. We'll talk about the government.
I want to talk about tariffs. I want to talk about downtown Richmond. And the advancements that are planning to be made. And most notably, I want to talk about the price of apartments.
Oh, God.
For people that are going to be living in downtown Richmond. I want to know where they're going to be working.
Yeah. I was going to say, where they're going to be working to be able to afford these damn things.
Right?
Whatever.
But we'll probably just end up talking about news stories. We may filter in some of that other stuff too.
It depends on how much of this makers we
That's
make.
right. Well, and the beauty of a show like this is we do not have time limits.
Nah.
We can talk for as long as we want.
As long as Kevin will have us.
That's right. That's right. And if you're watching us on Facebook, the nice part is you can communicate with us directly.
Yes.
So if you want to articulate on something that we're discussing, we'd love to hear from you. Just drop it in the comments and put it in, and I will react as quickly as we can.
Definitely tell you're not drunk yet. You said articulate.
Oh, I'm using big words and shit.
No, don't do that.
It's working out so far. I also want to make sure we thank our Patreon sponsors.
Yeah.
Without you, we wouldn't be able to afford such lavish things as a half a drink bottle of Maker's Mark and high quality beer like Natural Light. So if you'd like to be a sponsor of the show, please, I was going to say support. I combined the words there.
Yeah, I like none of
Yeah, appreciate you. Make sure you go to patreon.com/after2beers. You can join for as little as $3 a month, and you don't get anything extra other than just the warmth that you feel in your heart for helping support local artists like us.
Yes, absolutely.
That's really all we are.
Support local.
Yeah, buy local.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
That's what it's all about.
I don't watch foreign podcasts because of that. You know, it's going to cost more now on Spotify.
It is. It's gonna cost
the
more.
tariffs
The tariffs
for
on
audio.
fucking
Anyway,
audio
here
and
we go.
whatever.
Anyway, all right. Are you ready to jump into
Yeah,
it?
what we got? What's our first
Well,
one?
can we talk about tariffs?
We can talk about whatever.
Do you want to talk about tariffs?
What do you got on your mind?
No, nobody wants to listen to our opinion. You know, honestly, I have done a lot of thinking about it the last 48 hours.
Right.
I worked for a company for almost 20 years. A significant portion in product marketing.
Yeah.
So a lot of the things I learned was on job, as far as procuring materials from other countries, having things manufactured when it made sense in the U.S., when it made sense outside the U.S.,
Right.
all of those types of things. And I got to tell you, I don't necessarily disagree with the logic being used by our current president.
Right.
I really don't, or the supporters of him. The idea being is, hey, if you're going to charge 10% to bring shit in, we're going to charge 10%.
Oh, yeah.
You know, a flat.
Yeah.
It's not really flat. You saw that yesterday, but it's reciprocal. So basically it's based on what they're charging us now. Yep. But anyway, I don't want to go into all that. I started thinking about it, and it's like
we lost them.
Yeah, well, and the thing is, like I said, I can see both sides of it. I have a lot of really smart, intelligent people in my life that are on both sides of the aisle on this.
I'm not one of them.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying I can see both sides of it, but we're going to leave it alone because we have such great stories, and these are the ones we're not going to get to tonight. These are the ones that I just want to give to you if you're sitting on the toilet later and you want to read about something. These are the kinds of headlines that might
give you a good chuckle.
Yeah. So here's one. Elementary school teacher accused of urinating in a can in front of his class. What makes this worse? It was an elementary class.
What?
And they saw his junk.
Why? You're the teacher. Leave.
Right? That's a true story.
Oh, wow.
You can look that up. Here's another one. How often have you seen people like in the parking lot, somebody's trying to hold a spot for somebody. It's ready to come in.
Standing there.
Yeah.
And somebody else is trying to pull in. Oh,
this happened in Canada, so this just shows you, these is like typically one of the nicest countries in the world.
Right.
And we have got them so flustered that a Winnipeg woman was run over after a dispute about an empty spot in the parking lot. The woman was in her 30s. She had to be taken to a hospital. The lady ran over her foot.
I mean, what do you expect?
Yeah, that's the
Don't
thing.
stand there and hold a spot.
Karens aren't just in the U.S. That's a story you can look into. And here's another great one. Talk about the entitlement that people feel.
Yes.
People love to talk about the entitlement of the youth in this country, right?
Yeah.
It's always the youth. They don't want to have jobs, and if they do, they want to be the vice president week
they
one.
Automatically. Yeah.
This lady here, she, I don't know her age. I'm going to guess at the very least 50s, 60s, 70s. I'd be a horrible guy. Remember at Kings Island, you used to guess the age?
Oh, yeah, no.
I'm horrible at it. This lady, she hit a bicyclist on her way to go get golf lessons at her country club.
Well, obviously they didn't have a nice bike lane.
Right? Well, she hit the guy and just kept going.
Okay.
Yeah, got to the country club and gave her Mercedes to the valet and went about her day because, you know, she is clearly more important than that person. Yeah. There's a story you can read about. And lastly, here's another one we're not going to get to. A man suffered kidney failure, and this is such a man thing.
Yeah, it is.
After doing 2,000 squats to win a bet.
Nah, I ain't doing 2,000 squats.
Right?
Good Lord.
Man, hey, a bet's a bet.
2,000 squats, I'm going to shit myself.
Why'd you say 50 eggs? All right. Are we ready to jump into the ones we have?
Yeah, what's our first one we're going to talk about tonight?
Oh, man. All right, here's one. I'm going to jump around. So if
I glanced at him because I didn't want to know too much about him, so I'm giving honest.
Oh, yeah. This is from a company called Frida, Frida. It's a baby brand. And they are debuting a new ice cream later this year. And this is not an April Fool's joke, even though we just came off that. It tastes, the flavor is what makes it unique.
Okay.
The flavor is breast milk.
Oh, okay. I can see that. I can see that.
I don't know. Obviously, they did this as a joke. They said on Instagram that it's due in 9 months. Now, here's the good news, I guess. It's not made with actual breast milk. So it's not like frozen formula.
Oh, it's not frozen formula?
No. It's just breast milk flavored. They say it tastes sweet and a bit nutty with a hint of salt.
Do you get that right from the source, or who's the taste tester on this?
That's what I said. I actually talked about this on the radio, and I go, I want to know, like, is there someone that, like, is it like a glory hole thing where there's like just
boobs sticking out, and you taste one, then you take a shot of the syrup. Nah, we need a little bit more. It needs to be a little bit more nutty.
Or they have to get people to pump just so they can have the.
I want it straight from the tap, buddy.
Right, unpasteurized. that is the original farm to table.
Farm to table, right there, buddy. Ooh. Yeah. Now, would you try it?
Would I?
Yeah.
No, this doesn't sound good to me at all.
Right. Me neither. I wouldn't.
Oh.
I lie. I would.
Would you?
No.
Yeah, you would. Yeah, you would.
I'm a dirty bastard.
People pay extra for that in some places.
I've heard.
They claim everyone secretly wondered what breast milk tastes like. No, that's not true. But they expect it to be popular. They joked people are pumped to try it. Wow.
And guys, 40 to 60?
Jeez. Wouldn't it be funny, like to make an ice cream float for somebody and give it to them and not tell them? Oh, that's delicious.
What is this? Special kind of ice cream?
You're like, now I know why you and your mom's so close. Oh, here's another one. This one and honestly, I've only read like 2 of these.
Oh, nice.
So we're gonna learn all of these together. I only wish Kim was here to make fun of my butchering of pronunciations. All right, let's do this one. This one comes to us from the great state of Texas. 3 teenagers in Houston are facing charges after they tried to kill their mom.
What?
For turning off the Wi-Fi.
Oh, Jesus.
They grabbed kitchen knives and chased her onto the street trying to stab her.
What in the world?
I'm not making this up. The sisters, age 14, 15, and 16, say they coordinated a plan, grabbed kitchen knives, and chased her through the house trying to stab her. She ran out onto the street to get away. One of them hit her in the ankle with a brick, and their 70-year-old grandma got knocked over while trying to protect the mom.
Wow.
Luckily, neither of them were seriously hurt. All three daughters are facing charges for aggravated assault with a deadly weapon.
Absolutely. Mine went out yesterday for like an hour, and the kids were going nuts, but God.
Oh, it's so funny. Like, there was an SNL skit one time where it was like a morning television show.
Yeah.
And the prompter went out, and by the end of the show, they were decapitating each other. And it's true.
Right.
It's, I honestly wonder how much, people struggle when Wi-Fi goes out.
We grew up in the days of dial-up, so
I didn't even have internet for the longest time. I remember when we used to lose cable.
Oh yeah,
you'd get a thunderstorm and you couldn't watch TV for a day,
or you had a thunderstorm and you had to take the phone off the hook because the lightning could travel through the phone. I'm like, what in the world?
Oh, is that true? Really?
Hell, I don't know.
It'd have to hit, I think, right outside
Anybody
the house.
Anybody out there now? Yeah, they'd have to actually hit the house.
I think something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
no, I ain't never got to the point where I want to kill somebody over the internet.
Really?
Unless we talk about tariffs.
Talk about what?
Tariffs.
Tariffs. Man, I posted a thing on Facebook yesterday that basically I am saying, and this is true. This is my true opinion on tariffs. This is the beauty of her not being here. She doesn't pull us back in, right?
Yeah,
I'm just fucking running off the rail.
Shotgun it.
Here's my thing with tariffs, right? The whole, I think the thought process is, for the most part, is that we're trying to bring the manufacturing back to the U.S.
Right,
because it gives us control over the supply chain. Mm-hmm. Meaning, if it's manufactured here, we don't have to worry about somebody eventually cutting us off from it, right? So we have control of that. Jobs is another one. Yeah. Bringing back manufacturing jobs that have been lost throughout the last 50 years, especially here in this country. And I think, obviously, I don't even hear this one a lot, but it's reality. It's a more quality product more often than not.
Right.
That's manufactured here.
Yeah.
But shit's going to get expensive. Shit's going to get real expensive. But
probably get more expensive than it will better.
Well, and we're not talking about tariffs.
We're gonna get that.
Quit.
All right, look at this Makers right here. Thank you to Makers for fine quality product.
Oh, well, here the whole point of my Facebook post mostly was. No, I know. I just want to bring this around here.
Bring it around.
Is that a lot of people don't want to work in factories?
No.
It's just not a desired life choice for most
anymore.
people. They don't want to spend 40 years of their life behind three machines that pump out probably numerous cancerous agents that can't be tied back to the place you're working.
Right.
Even though there's certain areas like of a factory where people just commonly have it.
And the pay that they're going to start them out at.
Yeah. Well, it's just, how could you look forward to that as a 22-year-old that might lie? Now, if the goal is progression and things like, but regardless, those are examples of why they can't find workers.
Right.
If you drive around, even in Richmond, Indiana, there are so many now hiring signs for those places. But the goal is to bring those back here.
Right.
Who's going to work in them?
Right. They don't want to work in them now.
No, that's the thing. And we can't get half of them to pass a drug test. That's another true story, at least here in Wayne County. I'm not sure what it is now, but because I don't work specifically with the manufacturer any longer. But that was a real problem for us. It wasn't just that, we didn't have enough people. The people that would come
were.
Yeah. And I'm saying, I'm not blaming the people necessarily. I'm saying that we as a country need to figure out, are we going to be able to, first of all, handle the inflow of these these positions?
Right.
And that's what I'm saying. I see what the concept of it is. To me, the tariffs are almost like putting in a new road in downtown Richmond. Okay?
Right.
It took for years. Right? And now that it's complete, the road looks great.
Nice.
The sidewalks look amazing. If someone were to drive through our community now, they would love it.
Yeah.
Right?
Or they wouldn't notice the roads and just look at all
Yeah,
the
they would just say,
buildings.
wow, this is a nice city. The roads are nice. And they are. Honestly, you could drive from 27 to 27 and go through nothing but nice roads here in Richmond, Indiana. But for 5 years, people pissed and moaned in this community like no other.
It was horrible, right?
And it was just traffic.
Yeah.
And it was just parking.
Yeah.
This is going to be the same thing, but financial.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And so we're going to have to burden the price increase on stuff for a long time. And I think there's a lot of Americans that I just don't think they're going to have the finances to be able to sustain that longevity of that road being built.
Yeah.
So anyway, we'll see how it goes. I can't believe I'm talking about this shit on here.
What else we got? What's
This
our
is
next
why
one?
Kim is the glue sometimes, man.
It keeps it going.
Yeah. All right, here's another one. Fireball. They're going to give away a lifetime supply of whiskey. But, yeah, right. I'm not a big fan.
Really? I love
I
call it
drink
spicy
it.
water.
Oh, I don't like cinnamon.
Really?
Yeah. Are there flavors you just don't care for? I don't like cinnamon. I hate butterscotch. It's just fucking awful.
Butterscotch is...
I smell it and it makes me want to dry heave.
A butterscotch drink? No, I'm not a big fan of that, no. But Fireball, yeah, I love it.
Well, here's the key, though. It's you can actually go apply for this. It's lifetime supply of fireball.com. But you have to be born in 1935 or earlier.
I'm out.
Now, they're saying, they're claiming it's because it's oddly popular with older demographics. I call bullshit. They're playing law of averages.
They are playing low. I don't know if you go to Social Security, we got a bunch of people over 120. So
and this way they wouldn't have to use those checks.
Yeah.
They just get it for free.
So you have to be what was that? 90?
90 years old. 90 years old. You have to explain why they deserve to win and upload a photo.
He'll be like, if I make it
It said up to 15 winners will be announced early next month. I wonder how many of the 15 won't be around.
to claim the prize.
They've got to have backups, man.
Does that get transferred to family member or?
No, man. This is just they all
son of a gun.
Actually, they're not even going to give you the booze. According to the rules, they won't actually win endless bottles of Fireball. They'll get a check for $2,400.
Oh.
And they can use the money on Fireball if they want.
That's a good weekend. What are you talking about? Lifetime supply.
That's right. Have they seen the price of shit? That shit better be made $100 here.
That is hundo here, baby.
They better not get that cinnamon extract from somewhere else. That shit's that's like 2 bottles in the future.
Oh, shit.
Here's my another thing with these fucking tariffs.
Yeah, I get it. What do you
Here
got,
it goes,
buddy?
man.
Get it. Let me
Here
have
it goes.
Let me
you know,
have
I know, and I'm all for bringing manufacturing in the right ways back here, okay?
Right.
Here's the thing. Some shit we don't do as well as other people.
We got big hands.
I'm going to tell you right now. Do you know how much an HDMI cord is going to cost if you buy it that's made here?
Right. Or no. It's already
Shook and I were talking offline. He says if they make every cell phone in the United States, he said they're going to weigh 10 pounds. And they're going to look like a cinder block.
Yeah, they used to. They go back to the old style.
Nokia, man. That's what we're going to end up with is Nokia.
We'll be walking around with soup cans on a string.
Absolutely.
Oh, no. We'll have nice shit, but it's going to cost you a fucking for. It's going to cost you $12,000 for every new cell phone you get.
Yeah, they ain't going to give you deals on them.
Oh, and then they're going to be complaining because they can't get anybody to work and they're just going to call people lazy. I remember during COVID, people, I went into a convenience store here in Richmond. And the lady behind the counter was bitching because they couldn't hire anybody. Nobody wants to work. They're giving away all this free money. And the guy's like, yeah, nobody wants to work. He goes, you guys openings, what are they paying? They're like, $9 an hour. What? And I'm like, maybe because you're paying $9 an hour.
And you need a college degree.
Oh, yeah. If you're lucky.
And you need the college degree.
If you're lucky.
Oh, my God.
Isn't this an internship? And I need what? Nah, I'm good.
Oh, man. This is called making the beer stretch.
Yeah.
Yeah. This stuff.
This stuff.
Yeah.
Sip, drink,
it's good.
sip, drink. It's all
right. Fireball. Anyway. All right. Let's go on to another. Are we not getting any feedback?
No comments.
Wow.
Oh, come on. Y'all got to do better than that.
Maybe I need to start talking about the price of the apartments that Richmond's planning.
Just take your shirts off.
$1,300 a month.
Take your shirts off.
Is that where the new Elder Berman?
Yeah. There's nothing downtown.
Why would you want to live there for one?
Downtown Richmond?
Yeah.
For $1,300 a month?
Just take your shirts off, guys.
Wow. Hell yeah,
your
huh?
shirts off.
Get your tits out.
Nobody wants to see that.
Come on.
They come with the
Gotta give him that.
No, I'm just fascinated by it. Richmond is projected to lose population continually now for the next few, probably decades, right?
Yeah. Because everybody's leaving.
Well, you've got kids that are roughly the same age as mine.
Yeah.
And, first content. There's Mike Thompson. Thank you,
there you go, buddy.
Why would you want to stay here locally?
Right.
And I know this is going to be very, very unpopular here locally. But fortunately for me, I don't ever plan to run for office, so I don't think it matters. And I'm sure all of the people that listen to us globally, which actually most of our listeners are not in Richmond, Indiana.
No, they're not.
Yeah, they're going to be like, this is the worst fucking episode ever.
No,
But I drive through what is our downtown on a Saturday afternoon, and a vast majority of everything that's on either side of me is closed.
Yeah.
Or there's no business there at all.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of Josh Hunter mentioned old folks' homes. There are, and that's because we're an aging community.
Yeah.
It's the people are
now.
and so if you want to live in downtown Richmond, they're going to eventually build those apartments.
Yeah.
And I think there's a few you can rent from the city now. But I think it's all about getting the cart in front of the donkey on this one.
Yeah. Because you got to get the people that want to live there for one or get them into this town. I mean, what's going to bring them here?
Well, and it's funny you say that. So when I worked at the company I worked with before, I used to work with interns every year. Mm-hmm. It was one of my responsibilities. And we would travel to universities to recruit people to come to Richmond to work for us.
Yeah.
And a lot of people that would come to Richmond wouldn't stay here. They didn't want to be here.
Right.
If they had to work here in Richmond, which most of them wanted to go to Indy, they did not want to come to Richmond, Indiana.
Oh, yeah.
If they came here, they stayed in Oxford.
Oh, yeah. Lived
and then just drove up, up that way. So it's, I love this community. It's always been my home.
Yeah.
But there's got to be a lot more changes as far as jobs. How are you going to be able to afford a $1,300 a month house payment?
I don't know how that's going to happen.
I can tell you right now, I couldn't.
No.
I couldn't.
No.
And I think I'd make a pretty decent living.
No.
I have like 4 jobs.
Oh, yeah.
I'm
thinking about getting another one just to pay for shit.
Well, maybe you want to move downtown Richmond, are you?
No.
Yeah.
I got 5 boys, son.
I want to know how many people that watch this show or listen to it pay $1,300 a month or more for a mortgage or rent.
Yeah. I can't afford the $800.
And I'm sure there are. I'm just, what's that?
Can't afford the $800 house payment, but I can afford, $1,300 in rent.
Right. Mike Thompson said he's got some dollar bills.
Yeah, he does.
I hope he got 1,300 of them once a month.
That was circa you guys were going to take your shirts off.
Oh.
That was that comment.
Oh, that's gross. Well, yeah.
To put them back on, maybe.
Right, no shit. Maybe it's like a reversed hostage.
Yeah.
So
Reverse
anyway,
OnlyFans.
No, I love the community. I really do.
No,
but
I do. I get here, but-
well, Kevin, you're involved. You have a business downtown.
Yeah. For now. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not off on the $1,300 approximate price for these 1 bedroom or 2 bedrooms, right?
You're not off. I could see it being a little less, but the way it's been explained to me over and over and over and over is it's going to include a lot of amenities that you would pay extra for outside of something like that. So it's supposed to be more inclusive. Like there's a gym, there's some bicycle services, there's some pet bathing center, there's some.
What if you don't need all that? What if you just want a place to live?
Yeah, I don't know, man.
I'd probably less. I'd hope.
Like a package.
Package.
Like a package deal.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think those are going to be more. The Flaherty Collins, the Elder Bierman, that's going to be the higher end ones.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All the ones like where we're sitting at right now. I don't know.
Or rented to Earlham students.
Yeah.
Yeah, but how many Earlham students want to live in downtown Richmond?
I'd be able to bike or.
No, I just meant if you think about it. Like when I went to school, I wouldn't have wanted to be even that far from campus.
That far away. Yeah.
Because Earlham is a really small campus, and if I get up I just want to be able to walk to class.
Get there.
You know, like Muncie is 4 times the size of Richmond.
Right.
I didn't want to stay in downtown Muncie. Why the hell would I want to stay in downtown
that
Muncie?
Far away. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, the biking. Well, that's great, except college is normally in the shittiest season. Right? If you went to class from April to September, you'd be like, yeah, biking is a legit option.
Legit.
Have you been in winter in Indiana and you're going to tell these kids that you got to bike?
Bike across that bridge. Buddy.
Oh, my God. Anyway. No one's watching. I don't even care.
What we got? What's our next story?
I love it. This one comes to us from the great state of Indiana. A plumbing company was hired to go take care of a backed up clogged pipe at a bistro in Evansville, Indiana. The grease trap was overflowing, so they hired the company called Hevron Plumbing to deal with it. They cleared the clog. They charged $235, and the restaurant paid. But then the pipe got clogged again 3 days later. The plumber came back and cleared the pipe a second time, but they charged them again. And even more this time. They said they charged $390 because it was an emergency and not during normal hours. The restaurant refused to pay, saying they should stand behind their work.
Yeah.
Now, one of the funniest things I've ever heard of, the next day, the owner of the plumbing company says apparently this place is pretty slow to pay bills, so they took matters into their own hands. They went back to the restaurant and intentionally clogged the pipe on the outside and refused to deflate it. They put a balloon in there until they paid them.
Oh, are you serious?
Yeah, they paid them.
Oh, wow.
They said they had to pay it because their kitchen would have overflowed, so they had no choice. They coughed up the money, and they filed a complaint with the Better Business Bureau.
Oh, it's a Thai restaurant.
Yeah,
too,
Thai bistro bar and bar.
Nice
My question to you is, who's at fault here? Do you blame? So
it was the same pipe that clogged again.
Yeah, 3 days later.
Well, I mean, obviously they didn't do it right the first time, I'd say.
So that's what you're on the side of the restaurant on this one. Yeah.
I mean, like, you came out, you said you unclogged it, but it clogged up again.
3 days is pretty quick.
Right.
It seems, right?
Yeah.
But, well, there you go.
Obviously, there was another issue going on there, so.
Well, that or they did a shitty job the first time, right?
Yeah.
Potentially.
Yeah.
But, no, it's interesting, right? Yeah. Because this would be something I'd love to get people's opinions on. If are you on the side of the restaurant that basically said, hey, thanks for doing the job, but we think it's too much, we're not going to pay you.
Right.
Or are you on the side of the plumber that said, hey, I did the job.
We did it again. And emergency. Yeah, we came back out here to do it.
It's funny, too, because I got a similar story about a guy. I don't have it with me. You can look this one up, too, Kevin. A gentleman that went into a strip club and got a lot of free lap dances, didn't pay for them at the end, and they arrested him for theft. Theft.
Yeah.
Thiefing.
Yeah, thiefing.
That's almost made up a word.
Oh, yeah. If you get it back in there and you don't pay for that shit.
You get back in the boom room.
Going to jail.
Going to jail.
I mean, it's a bad day. You just got to get all them dances for free. It's worth it.
Those weren't any good. I'm out.
Let me go to the bathroom. I'm good. I'll be right back.
I actually, this is one of my side stories.
Ah.
All right, here we go.
Got it.
I'm in Anaheim, California one time for a trade show.
Okay.
And I'm with a buddy of mine that lives here in the state, and this was a work function. And we had an intern with us that was from Korea, South Korea.
Oh, no.
Okay?
Yeah.
And the three of us, we go to a strip club in Anaheim. And the guy that's from South Korea just had the most fucking random questions he kept asking me all night long.
Oh, no.
Right? Like, we're sitting there.
All night.
He would say to me, he's like, how many of them are on drugs? What? And I go, what? He goes, how many of these ladies are on drugs? And I go, I don't know, man. I don't know. And so we sit there for a little while longer, and he looks at me, and he goes, I'm thinking about going back and having a dance.
Okay.
He goes, but what if I don't like it? Do I not have to pay for it? And that's what made me think of this, right? And I go, no, you got to pay for it.
You pay for it.
He goes, do I get like a sample first? Or And I go, well, if they come over to the table, you can buy them a drink, and maybe they may do something. I said,
but you just hold up a bucket. Can I get a sample before I pay for a full dance?
It's not. This isn't an ice cream parlor, and you want to see how the strawberry rhubarb tastes. You pretty much have to pay, right?
Right.
And then I shit you not, by the end of the night,
he's paying for everything.
No, he's got 2 or 3 girls sitting around him, right?
Yeah.
And 2 of them are crying. Shit you not.
What?
Because he's talking to them about why they need to get out of this profession. They should go back to school. I can't make that up. I cannot make that up. I've had 2 stories about strip clubs. I've probably got more strip club stories.
Yeah.
No, that's legit. He had strippers crying,
cry, buddy.
It was like a Bloodhound Gang song.
Oh, man.
Oh, the lap dance.
God. Only you, bro.
Oh, my God.
That's hilarious.
We might as well go. He's got the strippers crying.
Yeah. All right, time to wrap it up.
All right. Speaking of strippers, this one's about Hooters. Oh, if you haven't been to a Hooters in years, you're not alone. When was the last time you went to a Hooters?
Oh, it's been a while. Long time.
Yeah, I went to one in California.
Yep.
It was in Long Beach, and I was there with a sales rep of mine. And I remember we're sitting at the bar, and there was this creepy older guy at the end of the bar. And the guy that I was with goes, that's the kind of guy that sits here and is like, I'm going to watch you walk to your car later.
Yeah, I'm going to watch you.
Did you come here by yourself?
Knows him by name.
Oh,
first
it's
name.
weird.
Tries to get that hug. Hey, Carol, come here, give me a hug. Nah, fuck off, man.
Well, for me, that was literally at least over a decade ago. But if you haven't been, they are currently struggling to stay afloat. According to reports, they're about $300 million in debt.
Oh, wow.
And last year, they closed about 40 locations here in the U.S. Hooters are not doing well here in the States. Now, they're trying to attract more business by making a pivot to becoming a more family-friendly restaurant. They're calling it re-Hooterization.
Jeez.
But it's more like de-Hooterization.
De-Hooterization.
Yes. You may not realize this, but Hooters and their offshoot Hoot Wings have become increasingly family-friendly over the past decade and have a long, solid kids menu. But they're now going all in. Ownership says it's depressing to them that women would not want their families going to Hooters, even dads alone.
So what are we talking about? No more short shorts and tank tops?
Oh, what is it, a Cracker Barrel then? They didn't say what exactly they'd be changing to make it more PG or when, but they say it's safe to say the skimpy outfits and bikini nights will be phased out.
Yeah, I think that was probably the last time I went. I was working in
a bikini night. That is
a bikini car wash. The
they
guy
don't have shit on Frickers.
Nah.
You know what's funny about that? Honestly, like I'm at an age now where I'm like, man, I just want to eat chicken wings. I don't want to. I didn't order a roast beef sandwich. I don't want to see that shit. Like,
I just want some wings. Come on. I don't need all that.
My favorite part is how we in this country now have made Hooters like it's like a stepping stone for pre-adolescent boys.
Right.
Like, it's wild when I see on Facebook where a family will have taken like a 14-year-old boy to Hooters for his birthday lunch.
Oh, yeah. We're after ball games. Take the whole team to Hooters.
We're all going to Hooters.
Yeah. No.
Oh, man. Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Cracker Barrel.
It's a Cracker Barrel. My boys love Cracker Barrel.
Do they? The food's good, bro.
Yeah, I do. I know.
Yeah. What do you like there?
Dumplings are okay.
Yeah, the chicken and dumplings. I like the fried okra, man.
Really?
The fried okra is fucking...
Never had it, dude.
Oh, what, you missing out?
Apparently.
Yeah, their cheesy potato casserole.
That's good.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
That's good.
Yeah.
Anybody else out there?
Oh, man.
Josh Hunter likes Cracker Barrel.
Cracker Barrel.
That's why we have so many old folks on.
People love Cracker Barrel, man. Especially if you're driving from Indiana to South Carolina.
There's 800
3 things you're going to pass a shit ton of on the way, right?
Yeah. Oh, get back here.
Giant crosses.
Yeah. Next to
Porn club, like
next strip porn club.
You know, like, hey, stop in, buy a book, and Cracker Barrels. Those are the 3.
Yep. The Lion's Den.
The Lion's Den, that's right. And then once you get into the little towns, there's smoke shops, like everywhere. 4 for every block.
Every corner has one now.
It's like what Starbucks are in big cities.
God damn it.
Smoke shops in the South. Places to buy rebel flags.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, they love that flag down there. All right. 2 idiots in Nashville got arrested last Friday after they stopped. Two. There was only 2 in this opportunity here.
Oh, okay.
They stopped to put air in their tires during a high-speed chase.
Pull over, Bubba. I got a flat.
Come on, man. I want to fuck my rims up.
Oh, are you serious?
Yeah. A cop noticed their license plate was obscured and tried to pull them over, but the guy driving didn't stop and sped off. He apparently thought he had outran them and didn't realize a police helicopter was also following them. They saw him putting air in his tires after pulling into a gas station. This guy was doing pit stops during getaways. It must be in the South, right?
Right.
In Nashville, there it is.
Hey, Nashville, baby. Come on.
Come on, man. Gas and go.
Hey, don't mind the 3 spikes that are in there.
Oh, right.
Wet airflow.
Cops showed up and arrested them both. They didn't share info on the passenger, but the driver's name is Jonathan Chapa, and he's not just in trouble for running. They also smelled weed and found a large bag of pot in the center console. Nice. This is why you got to read it earlier. I thought I was going to say something else. They also found a backpack with more pot, plastic baggies, and 2 digital scale. Well, they're probably measuring food. You know, they're on a diet.
They're diet and they're weight watching.
They can only have so many ounces of protein.
Absolutely. You never know what's
yeah, and the bag, they're just making sandwich. I mean, you're pot.
You got to portion out your food.
Right.
Come on now, people.
The driver admitted the weed was his. He was also driving on a suspended license.
I don't care. I'm sorry.
He pulled over to get
air in your tire. You deserve it.
Yeah.
You dumb criminal of the week right now.
Oh, my gosh. All right. Let me flip through here. Pipe flood. I read these in random order. This whole thing has just been like this tonight was like therapy for me. Like everything I do is so regimented anymore. And I just wanted to come on here and just spout off for 50 minutes.
Just have some fun.
Yeah. That one's really not that good. Oh, this is a fun one. This one comes to us from Colorado.
Yep.
A guy in Colorado Springs was arrested last Sunday night after robbing a convenience store. It was pretty easy to spot him because he fled in a bright pink SUV. Now, he held the place up, but here's the great news for him. He didn't get charged with armed robbery.
No.
It was a finger robbery. He used a finger gun.
I mean, you better watch out. Some of them fingers.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah.
Got that hair trigger.
Yeah. Not a lot of hair triggers with that finger and finger banging.
What are you doing?
Finger bang. Nobody wants to.
Just holding it in your pocket. Like, hold on. Like, dude, you ain't got a gun. That's your finger.
That's your finger. What's that on?
What movie was that?
Well, there was a couple movies that it was on. It was on Raising Arizona.
Yeah.
He goes, boy, you got a panty on your head. And then it was Kevin Costner did it in Field of Dreams.
Yeah.
He made the Darth Vader guy. What's his voice?
Oh, yeah, James Earl Jones.
Made him.
Yeah.
He's like, you ain't got a gun. He grabbed us. Anyway, there you go. Now you know the show's good. I promise you this, we're after 2 beers. And I'm articulating still pretty well.
You're doing great, buddy.
I keep saying the word articulate. I know if I fuck that up, I'm in trouble.
So he got I mean, for one, he robbed somebody in a bright pink SUV.
Yeah. Finger gunning.
I mean.
All right, here's my last one. And you've got one too, right?
I just got one. I don't know.
All right. Well, if you're looking for some last minute stocking stuffers, as we are 1st of April, this is something you may want to pocket now because I don't know if they'll be around this fall.
Get them now.
KFC Fried Chicken has announced they have a new toothpaste.
Oh, God.
It tastes like the original herbs and spices, all 11 of them, but it is now in your oral care essential toothpaste.
They go along with their fingernail polish.
Oh. What's it? Like gravy?
Gravy.
Brown gravy?
No, it's KFC fingernail polish.
Do they have a KFC fingernail?
Yeah.
Do they really? I was being smart ass.
No.
Look at that. I'm serious.
Look at that.
Only in America do you want to get up in the morning and brush your teeth and have it taste like fried fucking chicken.
Ugh.
I saw they also came out KFC with this such an American fucking food. It's mashed potatoes that they've put in a ball and then they deep fry them. I kid you not. And then they serve it with a side of gravy.
You had me at deep fried, buddy. I'm right there.
Did you just say deep fried mashed potatoes?
Deep fried, buddy.
And they serve it with thing of gravy, and they call it their dunk it bucket.
I was going to say, please tell me there's a ball of deep fried butter with it. Take a bite of each.
Oh, no. Deep fried butter. Oh.
It's Wisconsin staple.
All right, buddy. Let's finish off with you. I've held these people hostage long enough.
I like this story just because of the guy's name, but New Jersey police chief. This is the police chief. Alleged sick pranks include stomach-turning bathroom behavior and different stuff, is getting sued by the officers in his precinct.
You know what this sounds like to me?
What's that?
Super Troopers.
Pretty much.
You know when they would
pretty much.
They would do the firing the gun?
Yes. The new details surrounding the depraved antics of a New Jersey police chief accused of creating a toxic workplace through disturbing pranks like spiking the coffee pot with Viagra, pricking an officer's penis with a hypodermic needle.
Wait, whoa.
I mean, granted, I don't mean...
No, I'm curious about, was he just walking around in, clothes and he just walked up?
Yeah, trying to...
Stabbed him? Or was he in the shower and, held him down and,
just stabbed him through his jeans. I'll have to get to it. But, granted, I'm glad he knew where it was at, because some of us are a little bit...
Yeah.
Snow. Turtle in a...
Turtle in a cold winter.
Yeah. Stabbing an officer's penis with a hypodermic needle and defecating on the floor in a bathroom right in front of the door with the lights off. So when you came in, you would step on it and wouldn't let him clean it up and said, leave it for the cleaning lady.
Oh, my
God. And this guy's name is Police Chief Robert Farley.
Farley.
What are you doing?
Oh, my God.
There is a picture... I don't know if he can pull... Yeah, there it is, of him actually shaving his arms over the desk of one of his subordinates. What is that? I could say, chicken fucker. I could see him walking up to a car. We playing a meow game?
Powdered sugar is delicious.
And this is the police chief.
Man, these are the guys that Rush Week in college was their favorite. Yes. Oh my God, I bet you they tortured kids.
He would shit in the plants and just shit
this guy has
everywhere.
A fascination with shitting.
He's a 20-year veteran.
Yeah. He didn't just start this stuff.
And regularly poop in the upper part of the toilet and was unafraid to drop trowel and take a number 2 in front of the staffers.
That is so weird.
And the dude look at him. Just
look at the guy's desk.
Right.
That it's his desk. He's like, what the fuck am I doing, bro?
This guy.
I am just waiting for my pension.
Out of there.
There's a whole subgroup now here in Richmond that just talk about one person over and over, and I feel like it'd be like this guy.
Right.
I feel like, though, this is an outlet from beating his wife like most cops do.
Oh my God, man! You can't say that shit.
I feel like he's not going to drink a Monster.
That can't even be true. Most that's more than half.
I feel like he's not going to drink a Monster and go home and beat his wife because he got everything out.
He just got promoted to police chief in January.
What's a little Viagra in your coffee?
Oh my God! I'm just picturing everybody walking around with hard-ons all day.
We wanted to put atropine in, but
right?
Shit in the trash cans and everything. Man. This guy.
Ah, Kevin right there. Guess who's getting pulled over tomorrow? Right. Kevin Shook. Man, he went there. I like your style, man. Just hang it out there and see what happens.
Statistics, man.
Statistics.
Statistics.
No, I think this guy's got another issue, man. He's got a fecal situation that he enjoys.
Some of the shit, if you guys get on there, read this story.
I want to know what his browser history looks like.
Because it goes from...
I like mine after doing one of these shows.
Another one. I'm just going to throw this out there. Another one. He is fond of scraping fluids from his underwear onto people's seats in their office.
How many fluids do you have down there?
What are you doing? Just shitting and...
That would make writing tickets hard. The weird part is you get pulled over and you're like, why is this cop's shirt untucked? This is the most unprofessional.
Is that cream all over your shirt? Is that glaze?
Look at the donut glaze all over his pants. He must have been eating in the car.
This dude, get on here, people, and read this, because this guy...
Keep going. I want to hear more of this stuff. Look this up, Shook.
Yeah, he's got it up there.
Yes.
Like he would throw shit at their desk. Glass. He thought it was funny to put broken glass all over their desk.
Man.
That is true Farva right there.
Oh my God.
Got you, Rook.
You think he's got... Yeah, right. He put that bar of soap in his coffee.
Just bite it, Rook. Right.
You mean shenanigans?
Oh.
That fucking first movie is so good, man. Open bar. Now you know it's a guy. Yeah, man, or a Gibbler be over here going, I haven't seen it.
Yeah. Ledge throwing and going to rages and fighting rages, and he would break a television, destroyed subordinates' belongings, and threw eggs against the wall and doors.
I'm not saying he's full blown. I'm going to guess he's got a touch of the tism.
He's got something wrong with him.
Just a touch.
Something there, because that guy, I'm just like...
Just shitting.
This story, I was like, this can't be true.
Oh, man. Can you imagine if you'd worked there for 30 years and you're just waiting to retire? And you got to deal with shit like that.
You got to deal with that guy.
This is why I'm not sure what Kevin was saying statistically, but I got to imagine there's probably some drinking involved with police officers. I would. I'm a salesman, and I can tell you this: salesmen drink like crazy.
It's all across public safety.
I got kids, so I worry.
Yeah, you know what though? I have I totally get it. Mm-hmm. First of all, I don't think people understand, and I even here in a small town, like how many fire runs they go on, blah blah. You a firefighter, it's just I would think you have the constant thought in the back of your head every time you pull somebody over as a police officer.
Oh, you could get shot.
That's what I mean.
Right. Oh, yeah.
That's what I totally mean. I've had some really, really good friends in my life that worked for CPS, and they would tell me stories, and I'm like, I don't care what you get paid, it's not enough.
No.
You could make $250,000 a year, and for the stuff they see in those homes when they go in there, and they're doing the Lord's work, if you believe in that sort of thing.
Trying to protect these kids.
That's absolutely. Yeah. And the shit they see for the money they make, and I don't know, like it's sad to me. It really is sad, and I don't know. I mean, fuck, we're going on some weird tangents tonight, man.
We're all over the place. I love it.
We are. This is ADD and alcoholism smash into each other right at once.
That's right. Hence boys like Mexico. He can't pull over anymore, man. I'm already pulled over.
The schnozberries taste like schnozberries. I fucking love that movie. The second one was but
it was all right. Man.
Yeah, bear fucker. Are you okay?
Is he fucking a bear?
Oh, so good, man. Hey, in that movie he chugged legit maple syrup.
Yeah.
Could you chug a maple syrup?
Oh God, that would be hard.
It would be,
right?
I'd
be able to.
I don't think I could, man. I don't like sweet shit that much. Shook, could you chug it, Nick? No.
You chug a bottle of syrup. Come on.
We should do a whole podcast about the weird shit that is in
we could try doing
foods. Oh, lightning's coming. Storms are here again. Let's load up your car, bro. Let's go chase some shit.
It's ready.
Let's go chase some shit, man.
It's ready.
Storms.
Let's grab a couple of cheeseburgers.
That would be, honestly, if you did a podcast that was you on the road.
Yeah.
That was live, chasing storms.
Yeah.
People would watch the shit out of that, and I promise you there'd be people hoping you get sucked up. Not you specifically, but you know what I mean?
Yeah. Right.
Like cops here locally.
Yeah. They might start betting on it. Yeah. Yeah.
Shit.
Oh.
Where'd my wah button go?
I was trying to get pulled over tonight, guys.
No, they're too distracted.
No, shit, man. This is why I'm glad I get a ride to these things.
I just love that story, but...
I bet this guy here, Farley.
Oh, that Farley.
Officer Farley.
Officer Farley. Son of a bitch.
All right. Well, you know what? We're going to wrap it up. We're right at the hour limit. I am surprisingly still pretty...
coherent.
Well, not even that. I'm just still, I'm fired up and ready to go. I could make this thing last 3 hours tonight, but I'm running on tangents. There's nothing like pulling me in. I'm just letting it go. It's we do so much now with trivia and the radio, which it's pretty down. It's just nice to be fucking stupid for an hour.
Just hang out and just talk about
man.
shit.
Just going off on tangents about stuff that $1,300 apartment buildings in downtown Richmond. I don't know. And the people that are all for it are the people that can afford it.
Right.
But are you willing to sell your house to move into downtown Richmond?
No.
I mean, that's the thing. Like in Indiana, the cost of living here is so significantly cheaper than it is in other places. $1,300 in Richmond, Indiana can buy a really nice house.
Yeah.
I'll work out in my backyard.
Absolutely.
I don't need the free gym.
No.
Or the doggy parlor that
Daycare.
washes. I got a garden hose.
I definitely think they're going to build them, and then they're going to have to adjust rates based on people. They're going to have to lower the rates.
Well, how many hotel rooms are there going to be? Do you know?
Apartments with just the 6 in Maine will probably be 100. I think 150, 160.
150 units.
Yeah.
I'm sure they've done way more research about this than my brain can fathom here. But 150 families or individuals or couples, that's a lot.
Yeah.
That's a lot in this community. And you expect them all to want to live in downtown Richmond. And then what's the parking going to be like for 100? So if you've got 150 units, let's say hypothetically, you've got 200 people living in that. Are they doing all they've got the parking lot out back, right?
Yeah, and so a lot of spaces in the garage just opened because of Reed closing their medical building down here.
So you want to? That garage is a block and a half. You got to walk back half a block and then up a block.
It's right there.
It's just right across the street.
Yeah, it's right across the street from it.
Oh, from the back. So I'm thinking of right on the corner of 6th and Main.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because it's going to take up the whole block.
Yeah. Well, it can't take up the whole block. You still have the pharmacy down on the one end.
Yeah, not that part, but I mean, it'll go back and it'll come over.
So you'll want to live in that part. Yeah, and when Josh Hunter brings up a good point, they're building more apartments in Chester. They're also talking about this big house expansion out on the east side.
On Chester, where are they building them on Chester?
Chester Heights. They're going to build another brand new building right behind where that park, the Richmond Parks Department sold that to them.
Yeah,
okay.
And then the same. So then you have the 37th Street. That's going to be housing. That's going to be extremely overpriced.
How much is it?
2 to 4s.
$200,000 to $400,000.
Yeah, homes, but I guess healthcare owns the property, so.
Isn't that kind of weird too?
And then, I used to be like really against it because it seems really shady, but I've learned a lot of things are really shady, but they're not illegal.
Oh no! If they can get away with it, no.
I asked someone else in a very high position at another healthcare.
Boy, he's really going. Keep
Right?
going, buddy.
I did.
I meant like you're just letting it all out. Anybody else you want to talk about tonight?
Yeah. But at the top of the chain at another healthcare organization, why would they do something like this? Get into residential. And he said a lot of times there's a pushback from insurance companies, Medicaid, Medicare, and stuff like that if you don't show enough investment into your community. So, but on the flip side, perception is reality.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
I don't know. I know they donate a lot of money into the community, but I also realize that they're a non-for-profit. So part of me is like, well, then why do you have so much profit that you have to donate it back to the community? You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's because they got rid of that money so they can get more money.
Well,
if you don't use that money,
no, I'm just saying though, like
you don't use it, you
I heard
lose it.
one year they donated $50 million back into the community.
Yeah, I believe it.
Well, but that means that they charged or made $50 million more than they should have.
Maybe. we will never know.
Oh, and yes, Josh, if you look at the trends by people that have actually studied it, Richmond is on pace to continue to lose population because I keep going back to what I was saying at the beginning. You're building homes with the intent of that's going to bring people to want to live here because the homes are going to be beautiful. They're brand new. And I bet that building down there is going to be beautiful. I bet the rooms in it are going to be amazing and the amenities are going to be phenomenal. But the whole point of it is, okay, now I've moved here. Like for myself, I worked here for 19 years for at that time, it was the third biggest employer in the city.
Yeah.
The number one employer in this community, I believe, is the health system.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which basically then is supposed to provide a service to everybody else that's living in the community. Yeah. I think number two is the school system.
Okay.
Which is another one that provides a feature. So now, if you're a doctor or a nurse, or I'm sure you can make pretty good money at a hospital.
Right.
I know teachers don't get paid near what they need to make.
Right.
Right. So what high-paying jobs are we bringing to the community that's going to be in the number of hundreds that's going to be able to support this many people that are supposed to inflow into this community?
Right. It's going to make it
to pay for those homes.
Right.
Or those apartments. I just don't
I'll give you a brain twister. So there's a job posting for a small business success person, right? That's supposed to be a liaison and come around and help you with your business. Okay. Am I going to listen to someone that makes $33,000 a year tell me how to make my business better? Because this reminds me of somebody that's a business coach that hasn't had one successful business in the area. You know? So it's kind of like, maybe we should have just said $100,000 a year and actually got someone qualified for this position that can come and actually help people succeed. So it's like, it's one of those things where it's like, maybe we do need housing, but we also need jobs that actually compensate.
And what's going to keep them here? Because there's nothing to do.
A $30,000 job that requires a bachelor's degree. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that doesn't pay for the degree.
You know, and the thing is, Mike, I'll be honest. I think for as far as a community this size, Richmond actually has a lot.
Dang.
Oh, yeah. I mean, if you really think about, first of all, we have a symphony orchestra.
We got trivia.
It's not my thing, right?
We got trivia.
It's not my thing.
We got the podcast. We got
the podcast. We got trivia. We have an ice cream place.
We have a band.
Ullery's is I'm going to tell you right now, Amanda and I went down there the other night, and I'm going to tell you that it is a gold star place in this community. Richmond doesn't realize how lucky they are to have Ullery's ice cream.
Oh, and have an actual solid brick and mortar store. That place is phenomenal.
So good, dude.
So good.
So good. Don't get me wrong. Every now and then I like to slum it and eat a Dairy Queen, you know, but that homemade ice cream, it's where it's at.
Yes, it is.
You know, it's funny. I would do a Richmond show. Actually, we're not going to release this audio now because no one outside of Richmond is going to give two fucks about this show.
We'll release it.
And actually, most of the people here in Richmond aren't going to care either.
They might be looking for an apartment.
Not this last half.
Oh, man. I just hope they can find a job that's within driving distance that can afford that. Oh, man.
We'll find it.
It's how many are watching?
We still have 3.
Yeah, good old 3. Here's the good part. You can actually say whatever the fuck you want about anybody. Nobody's going to see it. Nobody's going to see it.
But people in Germany that love us.
Right? It's true. We get listened to in Germany, and we have rising numbers in France.
I love it.
Here's the thing. For all of you that are listening to us overseas, they can't raise the price of this free podcast to you.
Nope. All free.
Free
baby.
with 100% tariff.
No tariff.
Still free.
No tariff. Look, Mom, no tariff.
You know, there's a day coming. Mark my word. I'm not going to say it's going to happen in the next 5 years, 10 years. There will be a day where these things, these podcasts, will be regulated.
Oh, they're going to have to.
Absolutely.
I have to do something.
If they get presidents elected and shit, they're eventually going to figure a way out.
Well, you know what?
Figure a way to filter it.
I give him credit. He won because his anyway. Person he was running against.
Oh, yeah. But just using podcasts for anyone using podcasts to get a platform.
I think it's genius on his part. I'll tell you this guy. I'll tell you, whether you love the guy or hate the guy, you cannot deny the fact that he is a marketing genius.
Yeah.
An absolute marketing genius. That guy basically had money handed to him as a child. And he did, honestly, if you look at his history, his businesses haven't been run well.
No.
He's the only guy I've ever heard of that actually bankrupted a casino. I didn't even know that was possible.
I didn't even know you could do that.
Right? What do you pay triple
They
on?
all make money.
Yeah. But regardless, the guy can market.
Yeah.
And he knows how to fucking just, he is a puppet master with the left.
Yeah.
like you're getting ready to announce tariffs. You know how you get people to quit bitching about that, or the fact that you told us that Putin was going to end that war in one day and he didn't? You're like, oh, I might run for a third term.
Scare him a little bit.
Well, and that's all they're going to talk about.
That's his big fear.
Hey, say what you want to say about him, but the guy's smart. I'm serious. The guy's a smart guy. All right. We're going to end it on that as I'm praising President Trump. I never, see?
Never thought you'd be there, would you?
Yeah. You know what's funny? Because I know there's people that know I'm pretty, it's not that I'm left, because I'm not a big fan of Democrats anymore either.
Right.
Like, I thought I was a Democrat until about the last 5 years.
All right.
And then now it's just like, I don't know.
The sweet spot's in the middle.
Well, it shouldn't be. It's not that it shouldn't be. There needs to be more than two parties in this system.
Oh, right.
And the problem now becomes is like it's us versus them, regardless of what side you're on it.
Right.
So it doesn't matter what you rail about. Someone is going to immediately say, "No, not me."
I'm gonna go back.
And it goes on both sides. I mean, there's extremists on. Anyway, what the fuck are we doing on this show tonight?
Let's get out of here.
Yeah, let's get out of here. We got beer to drink somewhere else. All right. I want to make sure I thank all of our Patreon sponsors. I hope you haven't canceled tonight. I hope you weren't police officers listening to Kevin go on and on about how cops beat their wives. What the fuck, bro?
Just look up the stats.
Oh, Adam Green says he is a used car salesman. He just says what you want to. Yes. I'm telling you, that guy in the 1800s was selling like medicines out of the back of a thing that was driving down the road going from town to town. Oh, man. Dr. Trump's medicine. Oh, the guy, yeah. Where's the after party? Well, I think tonight it might actually be at the American Legion. We like to support local. Oh, you got to pee, don't you? All right, we're going to go. All right. Snake oil. Thank you, Adam. All right. Thanks for everyone that tuned into the show tonight. I appreciate Kevin letting me rant from Ray for a while. I think he's already tuned us off. Thanks for everybody that continues to show up to our trivias. We actually have one this week at the Moose Lodge on Saturday at 5:30. We'd love for you to show up for that. And
at the end of every show.
At the end, I'm getting there. It's the most important part. And I say it at the end of every show. And it is simply this. If there is a person in your life right now that you feel like they're struggling, or you just know that they're going through something pretty hard, I got to tell you, one of the hardest things for me as a 46-year-old, soon to be 47, is that people that have meant a lot to me in my life, that it seems on a monthly basis now, I lose somebody that was very close to me, or I've known well, or I know the family well, and it's just hard, especially as, we're early Gen Xers, we're getting to that age, and all I'm simply saying is if you've got someone in your life that may be going through some of these hardships, maybe they're working with their family, their mothers and fathers that need some extra assistance, or maybe they've lost someone in their lives, just do me a favor, reach out to them. Ask them how they're doing, how they've been, or just stop by and see them. Or just tell them you care about them. You'd be surprised how that one little thing might be the thing that makes them get up tomorrow morning. All right. I appreciate you all. Thanks again for listening to my rant and ravings tonight. And we'll be back 2 weeks right here live, 8 o'clock with Kimmy here. So we'll be nothing but news.
Maybe.
No, she'll be back. Hopefully. Tie us back in. Anyway. All right. Love you guys. See you.